So Winter Kills occupied a sort of a lobe of my brain for a while, and we were like, oh, we got to do this on the podcast. What we didn't do, or what I didn't do certainly, was tell my friend Abby that we were going to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I thought the game that we were playing, listeners, was that we were doing films that were important to our childhood or that we really wanted to watch from when we were children. That's why I suggested Totally Spies. And I
forgot to do this because I'm scared of vulnerability and I couldn't think of anything.
Well, I mean, of course, we're all scared of vulnerability, but I thought that this film meant a lot to you. Because
I am 70 years old. I watched this as like a young woman.
Yeah, well, I thought maybe, your parents really liked it back in the day and that's why they showed it to you, watched it as a child. Sure. So I got to the end of it and I was like, well, I feel closer to my friend Alice for like having watched this film, even though it's absolutely fucking dog shit. And now I find out that it was just recommended to you by some fucking rando on Twitch.
Yeah, I know.
I feel cheated. I was like, well, it was worth it to watch this film to understand my friend better, but I no longer consider it worth it.
I sort of betrayed you out of a moment of like sort of genuine like emotional exchange there. By instead just making you watch a bad movie. So I guess next one I will like find something that is genuinely like meaningful to me and we can do that. But what we have instead is...
I'm preparing for it to be in French as well.
It's hard to imagine, but try if you can to imagine a film that attempts to be funny and fails 100% of the time. I found nothing in this amusing, and I was really interested in the kind of the JFK shit. I was like, oh, what a great premise for a film. That's great. And then they keep doing this stupid shit around it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? At least I'm feeling closer to my friend Alice. I don't want to be too harsh on the film because I know that she really loves it, and it was important to her as a child.
That's one of the main things we need to remember about the about this movie is that Alice does love this film, so we can't be too critical about it.
Yeah, I every year Christmas, me and my family get together and we watch
Winter Kills
together, and we all laugh at all of the jokes, even though because we've seen them a million times before. But it's like Germans with that one Dinner for One, that one sketch.
That's right.
Yeah,
like it's
or Mr.
more
Bean,
about,
which also isn't funny.
Yeah, it's more about the sort of social act of laughter.
Could you just right now for me, just what's your favorite joke in Winter Kills?
My favorite joke in Winter Kills is
the fact that Jeff Bridges has still not been paid. Thank you.
No, that is earnestly extremely funny.
My favorite joke in Winter Kills is Captain Heller, the Philadelphia police captain who does not know how to open doors and keeps going in the wrong direction. To me, hysterical.
Fair.
This is like Wheels to the Wheels. You can end up in like imagining a better movie because it makes more sense while watching Winter Kills.
And that's fucking storytelling, baby.
The movie that I loved as a child.
Yes, it's your favorite movie.
Yeah, my favorite film in many ways. Winter Kills.
Whenever Alice is upset, she whips on Winter Kills and just loses herself in it. Just
I'm gonna be living this for months.
That's fucking right,
okay.
mate.
At this point, my notes say, I do feel for Nick, trapped in a powerful family with material comforts but a heavy legacy. I can definitely see why this film means so much to Alice.
That's right. This is the thing. I'm just going to tell you every movie that we do from now on is my favorite movie, and that way we can sort of like analyze. This is like my sort of ultimate flight of egotism is I get my two best friends to analyze what every movie they see is like in relation to me only.
Yeah, we're not talking about James Bond anymore. This is just about Alice. This is now an entire like investigation into the psychology of Alice Alexander.
We're gonna figure out how I got this way.
Welcome back to Well, There's Your Problem.